Hey, Bran. What year is it?
2016.
Christopher, what are we going to talk about?
The film Dog Eat Dog.
What was that noise?
I don't know.
It didn't even sound like you. Oh, my God. My name is Brian Lee. To my left is...
Bran.
to my right...
Christopher Lee.
Oh,
man.
I got glooped on. What the fuck?
You were gonna say, I got goosebumps.
That's what I was hoping.
The beer that we are... Oh God.
Why did this say?
Oh, Jesus.
Why is it doing that?
How come you two didn't learn from my mistakes?
I saw both of you. I'm like, my turn. Let's go everywhere.
It's all over my notes and everything. Jesus.
This episode is going well so far.
God. God, getting stout on your hand is the worst.
Yeah.
Holy fuck balls.
Black
While you guys clean up the plot keywords for Dog Eat Dog. Wow.
Oh, bright.
Sorry. I didn't read these beforehand, and they're kind of ridiculous. So in case you want to know what the movie Dog Eat Dog is about, these are the plot keywords according to IMDb. So basically, if you go on IMDb and click on one of these, it brings you to every movie that has the subject matter, if that makes any sense. Plot keywords for Dog Eat Dog. Baby. Which, yeah, that makes sense. They have to kidnap a baby. And
That's right.
ethnic slur.
Yes.
Ex-convict.
Yeah.
I go with
Pretty
that.
Yeah. Black and white scene.
Black and white scene.
Yeah. There's two of those, one of those. In the beginning. Dragged by a car.
Yes.
The beer we are drinking is Solemn Oath Brewery Goldmund.
Where are they based out of?
They're near...
Naperville.
Yeah.
Okay.
Solemn Oath is really tasty.
Yes.
I like
Imperial
this
Stout
stuff.
brewed with Madagascar vanilla beans, cinnamon sticks, cacao, lactose, poopy time for you, and chiles.
Big time.
Big time poopy.
Big time. Ooh. I like that.
I do too.
It's good.
That's good.
Yeah.
Bran,
Yes.
do you recommend this movie?
I do not recommend this movie. I do not.
I almost slammed my hand down, but...
There wasn't enough
Nudity?
stupidness for me. It was like it would kind of grab me, and then it just wouldn't. It wouldn't hold me. I mean, you guys might. I mean, you agree?
Sorry, go ahead.
Maybe you could point stuff out to me, be like, "Oh no, this is why you should like it," but I just couldn't get into it. It just. No. Well, a minute in and nothing was going on at all. It was still going through the credits, and I'm like sitting there. Maybe because I'm just like,
there needs to be credits.
no, I don't know. I did like the beginning though. It was kind of funny.
Oh, like where like all the weird, like where all the TV screens are doing the things, or
No, when he killed the lady,
Yeah.
because it was out of nowhere.
Right.
Yeah. I was like, Jesus Christ! So it kind of caught me off guard.
we'll get back to that.
Yes.
Brian, do you
sorry.
recommend the movie? Hey, yes, I do. I do recommend this movie, and we'll get. You know what? I should have mocked you. That's your opinion.
Yeah, bro.
It's fine. I'll just cry later tonight by myself.
Me.
Why doesn't he like to see movies?
Is that a tornado alarm?
Your neighbor's gonna be really confused.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Last episode in this one. I think I'm somewhere in the middle. I don't recommend this movie. And it's kind of long story short. I feel like the characters, like Nicolas Cage, Willem Dafoe, and the third guy who I don't know the actor's name. I feel like their characters were interesting, but there's something about like the plot I just didn't care enough.
Exactly. No, seriously.
Don't glom off him.
Just because he's able to words better than me.
Yeah, it's like their characters are interesting, especially like Willem Dafoe, but it's like, yeah, there's just something where I don't know if it was like the pacing or the plot or something. I was like,
it was just yeah. Like I liked the whole Nick Cage, like the 40s Casablanca, like he was like goofy like that. But it was because it was weird and goofy, and I was like, I wish I could have liked it better.
We'll talk about the end.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say?
But go ahead.
I really feel like if this movie had been made 20 years earlier, this movie would have been even better if Nick Cage played Willem Dafoe's part.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was the other movie they were in together? Willem Dafoe and Cage?
Was that Red Rock West?
I believe.
Was Red Rock West?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. I'm almost positive.
I think so.
Almost certain.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
It took a big turn in the beginning. I was
Yes.
not expecting that.
I was so pissed off. So every now and then we talk about like trying to do something like drinking a beer that coincides with the movie. And
Yeah.
I had a fucking humdinger lined up for this movie. It wasn't a beer though. So the shirt that the fat little girl is wearing, I have that shirt,
Oh.
but I couldn't find it.
Oh.
The pink pony one.
Oh.
It's like a unicorn with like a rainbow and
Yeah.
it's pink.
And you have the exact one?
I have that shirt.
Weird.
Or had. I can't find it.
Yeah.
Damn it.
I was so disappointed. I was gonna like but yeah, he like does so like we were saying, all of them are convicts that are out
Yes.
on parole or whatever.
Yeah.
So Willem Dafoe is staying with like this big fat lady and her big fat daughter.
Yeah.
And
They have a landline,
yeah, right.
which maybe is like, wait, what year does this take
Yeah.
place?
But Willem Dafoe like goes in the bathroom and like does some heroin and then
Which that whole scene was where he's just making faces in the mirror.
Yeah,
and
it was
Yeah.
really weird.
Yeah.
yes. What makes him snap though? Oh, and she tells him that he has to leave?
Yeah, because at first she's like, get out, and he's like, oh, come on, baby, let me stay
Yeah.
one night. She's like, okay. And then she finds that he was looking up like a busty
Porn.
Asian
Oh,
teens or
that's
something.
right. That's
and like,
right.
I don't want a pervert in my house. You're out of here. And then he flips out and knife across the throat. And she's like, oh, no.
That's really sudden too.
Yeah,
The way he just, like,
He just went from like, I am happy, Mr. Guy, to you're dead.
And how we know the fat lady brought home groceries?
Baguette.
There's a baguette.
Fantastic.
But yeah, was it Willem or the fat lady that drops the N-bomb?
Willem, he does it a few times.
Does he?
Yeah, he does it a few times, I believe. So he slices her throat.
Yep.
Then he jumps on her back and stabs her in the back a good like 15, 20 times. Then the daughter walks in and she flips out, of course. Her mom's dead.
Why?
And then he turns around and he's just like, okay, another thing I guess I got to do. That's what vibe I got.
Yeah.
Like it was almost like a chore he had to do.
Right.
So he goes, she runs upstairs, hides. He's like, I'll just go get my gun. Gets that, breaks the door down, puts a pillow over her head while she's under the blanket and shoots a couple times and she's dead.
Yep.
God. What's the mom's fault?
Right.
God, she's the idiot that let him in there in the first
Let the guy
place.
fucking look at his porn.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, I'm right there with you.
So then they later show the 3 convict guys in the strip club, I believe.
Yes. Yeah, because that's when it goes from super colorful, that scene, to black and white
white.
strip
Yeah.
scene.
But then my favorite is like, yeah, it's great having you out, Nick Cage, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, that's a great suit. And then there's this one scene where it goes to color again.
And it shows his suit.
And it shows his aqua
Yeah.
blue suit.
Yeah.
And then like a saxophone playing in the background. I'm like,
Yeah.
at that moment, I knew I was going to like this movie. I'm like, oh, that's so good.
I wish it was more like that, though. It did to me. I don't know if there was enough of that kind of stuff to keep me interested.
So Greco, the Greek,
Yeah.
Yes.
is played by the director.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I think he is a really good actor. The way he tells the story of, I forget what he was telling a story about, but it just like, it felt very genuine. It didn't feel like an actor.
No, I thought that could have been like a bookie or anybody, like
Right.
the guy. Like he was just
It
a
was
regular, like the homeless guy The alcoholic dad,
right?
Like that, like that kind of acting.
And I don't know if it's just like the way he's talking, like the cadence of his voice and stuff like that. And I'm like, holy fuck, like this feels like super real to me. So like I was a real, and the fact that that's the director too, I thoroughly enjoyed.
I'd agree with that. Oh, did you guys just the part when they were in the hotel room all together? And I think it was Willem Dafoe. He's pouring orange juice in the cereal.
Oh yeah,
gross. Before that, when they're still in the strip club, or I think it's regardless. They're all at strip club. They're getting drinks, and the stripper they're with gets a Bloody Mary with Red Bull.
Yes,
and Nick Cage goes, "That sounds horrible."
Yeah.
That's right.
It's like keep the Red Bull, wake you up or something. Yeah.
So when the three guys have to make that hit, I was a big fan of their fake police car.
Mm-hmm. No, I don't remember.
So they just use like white tape.
Yeah.
And like the stripes are all crooked and then like
the letters don't line up. And
it's like it's written like the Toys R Us logo. But yeah, so I mean, Moon Man.
Moon Man?
I don't know. Hotel party after getting stash of Coke. Moon Man.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know
it
either.
did make me laugh because I think it was Nick Cage. He's talking to, because Willem Dafoe is a cocaine person of interest, so yeah, before they start partying, Nick Cage says to Willem Dafoe, he's like, "Oh yeah, for this party, I got you a little extra." And then Diesel goes, "Yeah!" That made me chuckle.
But the montage again with the hotel room, and I don't know if you caught it, but Willem Dafoe's on his back. He like shoots his crotch up in the air, and then those paper footballs he used to make?
Right.
Nick Cage puts one on his wiener and flicks it off of it. I was like, what am I watching? Like, this is ridiculous. It's almost like they put him in a room. They're like, okay, just kind of do whatever you want, be stupid,
right?
Oh,
well, yeah, because then after they do that heist or whatever, so they each kind of go off and do their own thing, and Nick Cage is like, yeah, if anything, the next morning we'll all meet here at the buffet, so I know you're not dead. So each of them pretty much all go off with their own escort, with the exception of the one guy who's not Nick Cage or his name's Diesel.
Yeah.
I think she was like an actual. I was gonna say she's an actual person.
Yeah. She's one of them real folk.
Yeah, but Nick Cage, he's like with this one girl, and she's like, "Yeah, if you want me to go downtown for an extra $300, I'll make it worth your while, and I'll do it real good." And she sucks on his hand, and she's like, "Oh!"
Yeah. She puts his whole hand in her mouth, and she's like,
Just the way she says, like, like, oh my god, that's awesome.
Like, you would come to Nice with me?
The whole time he's like, "Oh, do you want to go to France with me?"
And she's like, "Oh, maybe.
Yeah,
but I could put my hand in your mouth or whatever."
Lots of weird scene transitions where it's like,
I didn't notice that.
Not quite star wipe, but it was like side swipe.
Yeah.
That kind of took me out of it a little bit.
So, Nick Cage, Greco the Greek, and the one other guy, I guess this one guy like owes him a shit ton of money.
Mm-hmm.
So the one way he's gonna get that money is by kidnapping the guy's 1-year-old kid and make him pay a ransom. So they need to go there and kidnap this kid, and they're gonna make, I think it was like $750,000 or something like that for the
yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So the three of them, and the not Greco the Greek or Nick Cage, that guy's just like, he's like, yeah, it'll be an easy job at the house. It's just the nanny, the wife and the baby. You don't have to worry about the husband. But then it shows the scene where the husband's like, yeah, she's cheating on me, and I'm gonna catch her with a real surprise.
Yeah.
And then so he is gonna be at the house, and he's just waiting there, expecting to bust the boyfriend or whatever. And this is at the same time where the three convict guys are busting in there. So Nick Cage, Willem Dafoe, and Diesel, they're all
Yeah.
Kevin
That's
Nash.
fine.
So they're busting in there, and they finally get into like the nursery room where it's the wife's home. Oh no, the wife's not home. It's just the nanny and the baby. So the father, he busts in, and he's like, you guys made the wrong move. And then Willem Dafoe,
Just-
Mad Dog,
right away.
just blast with a shotgun, just blast off
And you
this
see
fucking
all
head.
like the flash wiggle and stuff.
And I fucking loved it. It almost kind of reminded me of Wild at Heart.
Yeah.
When the guy falls on the shotgun and it.
Yeah.
And he's like, and like I think like the brain matter goes flying up and just like.
What else was in Wild at Heart? That's the one where they like slam dance next to the street.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the bank robbery one.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna have to rewatch some of these.
But the head exploding.
Yeah.
I'm like badass.
Yeah.
Very good.
Oh yeah. Yep. No,
So I like when they had to get rid of the body and like Mad Dog and Diesel are talking to each other, and then Mad Dog's like, he's like, I just need to put. the body there. I gotta put a period on that part of my life. It's like he like needs to like
that whole like dialogue as they're like dragging the body and stuff. Yeah, that's it.
I liked it.
So when Nick Cage, when Greco the Greek finds out, when Nick Cage is talking to Greco the Greek, he's like, yeah, that guy that you killed, because they have no idea who that guy is that they killed.
They think it's a bodyguard,
right? Because I think it was like a fake ID or something. Or no.
I know the name was different on the ID.
Right.
Yeah.
Though, did they ever explain why it was different?
I don't remember.
I can't remember. But they're like, the guy we're supposed to get the ransom money from, you fucking killed.
Yeah.
So while Nick Cage is on the phone with him, Nick Cage's like signature thing. So while he's talking to him, a car almost hits him, and he does like the whole pointing thing.
Yeah.
I mean, that's his signature move. It's just like
I
the whole.
so.
Because he did that in the Trust.
He did it in the Trust.
He did it recently, I know.
Yeah, there's a couple movies where like it's like the whole pointing thing. Oh, so but while Diesel and Mad Dog are getting rid of the body. Yeah, they're like having that whole conversation, and Mad Dog's just like, this is where I have the mom and the kid, and like I
remember Diesel's gonna help him like get his life together.
Yeah,
remember like Diesel's like deal, and Mad's deal, deal. He's like all like excited and happy.
But then like all of a sudden like Diesel just like flips.
Okay, so do you remember? Of course, the part when he's talking to the woman, she kept asking him questions.
The escort to Diesel?
Yeah, to Diesel. And
the non-escort.
Yeah, she was just a regular chick.
That's the real person.
Yeah. Oh, that he met at the bar.
And then he's like, you knew I was in jail. Why are you asking me all these questions? So I think he's got like something going on to where he thinks something's happening that's not.
Right.
So I bet you he thought like Mad Dog kept on pushing, and Diesel's like, I'm tired of this. You're out of here. Like, you know what I mean? Like that kind of thing.
Right. But so while they're moving this body everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, they like fall through this floor or whatever.
Yeah.
And like that's like the last straw for Diesel.
Yeah.
So he kills Mad. What does he do? Does he shoot him in the head?
Right under the chin.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Because remember Mad Dog's like crying like bad.
Yeah.
Right.
And Diesel just
Willem
puts it up
Dafoe
there.
has a real ugly cry face.
Yes.
Yes.
He's an ugly dude in general.
But he looks scared. Like he's a good actor. I really like him. Yeah, I like him a lot.
But he kills him.
Yeah.
And then Diesel kind of tries to play it off to Nick Cage that he's like, oh, there was like a tussle and stuff like that.
Yeah.
He tried to betray us or whatever.
Yeah.
So then Nick Cage and Diesel, they decided to stop at a grocery store.
Yeah. So did Diesel legitimately need things from the grocery store?
I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought that was totally like a excuse to like he was gonna rob it or something. But
I thought it was gonna rob too, but no, he's going around shopping.
Yeah, I think he genuinely needed supplies.
Yeah, he was better. Like the way he got found out because he was bending to reach something, and then the guy saw the gun.
No, the gun saw the guy.
Yeah.
Hey, let's go shoot things.
Want to be friends? I make bad people go away.
Oh, Gunny. Pew, pew, pew. Remember your stepdad you don't like? What?
That teacher should have given you an A. I'm so proud of myself.
Just squeeze on my dick. Because we know the trigger is his dick.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, God, I want that to be a real thing.
Yes.
So while these two police officers, they pull up to the grocery store because the one nerd guy from the fucking grocery store is like, he's got a gun. Like, has he done anything? No. It's like, well, keep an eye on him. So the one officer goes in there, keeps an eye on Diesel. And then the female officer, she goes there to run the plates. sees Nick Cage. And then, she sees Nick Cage in there. She's like, hey, can I have you get out? And Nick Cage is like, he's like, oh, can I grab my jacket? It's kind of chilly out.
Yeah.
And he puts it on and he punches the lady off.
Yeah.
Another theme.
I
In
thought
super slow motion.
Yeah, I thought he was going for the gun.
That's what I thought.
I'm like, oh, there it goes. And I was like, whoa, and he's just,
Just cold cocks her.
And then he's trying to get the gun. He's on top of her, trying to get the gun out of her holster, and he keeps just hitting her in the face like every 5 seconds.
Right.
It's like, geez.
So then there's like this crazy fucking chase because, while Nick Cage is like beating up the female officer, Diesel comes out.
He sees what's going on.
Yeah.
Well, didn't he? He's the one that shot her, though, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Doesn't it seem like the people, like the cops and all them, go in slow motion, and like Nick Cage, like he shot her, like they were all ready to go, but he comes out of the store, sees what's happening, puts his stuff down, gets his gun out. She could have shot right away. It just seemed like they always seem to have the upper hand in these kinds of situations. Well, usually.
Slight sidetrack. Is it weird that I could tell this movie took place in the Midwest?
No.
I don't know. It's just like you could just. It's weird. Like the Midwest has like this feel to it. And I'm just like,
to me, it was the grocery store. It looks like a Kroger.
Yeah.
Or like
a Jewel.
A Jewel of food for less.
Yeah.
It looks like those kind of places.
Do you know if it was actually filmed in the Midwest?
No. I know it took place in Cleveland, or it's supposed to take place in Cleveland. It felt like it, though.
It felt like a Midwest place, yeah.
Midwestern states. Yeah, there you go. So.
I don't have much.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
I'm going to keep going.
No, it's good.
So then Diesel dies, right?
No, so he makes a run for it,
right?
And his running form is super
Yes.
suspect.
He is so slow. It's like he's maybe 10 seconds, and all of a sudden he's like,
But even just his running form is like super, very like he must have trained with like Steven Seagal, just lots of flailing and like it was weird.
And then he crashes the car, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And then, but there's also that weird like bullet cam.
Yeah.
Whereas like it was the gun to like the scope view
and then also before that it does like the crank thing where it like zooms in and shows like his heart going.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. There's a whole bunch of weird stuff going on.
Yeah.
But does he get killed? Can't remember if Diesel gets killed or not.
Me either.
Whatever. But anyway, so then they like kind of they flash forward a little bit, and like there's like these two like
an old black couples at a diner.
They're at a diner, which looked really delicious actually. Yeah. And it shows like this news report of like it's saying I thought it said the two died.
Yes.
Yeah.
It did.
But then so as they're walking out, like, pretty good food.
Yeah.
We'll have to come back, and they're like dressed to the nines and stuff like that. And Nick Cage like pops out from like behind the car. He's like, bah! Yeah. And he's like, you look like the type of fella that has like a gun underneath the driver's seat.
Yeah.
Super like 40s.
Yeah.
Clark,
I love that because it doesn't make any sense.
It was so ridiculous.
He's like talking in that like 1940s, like, give me the gun.
See?
Give me the gun, see?
Yeah.
And I think it all goes back to because Nick Cage is like super into like old school movies, and he keeps on trying to tell people that he looks like Humphrey Bogart.
Yeah. Real stretched out Humphrey Bogart.
Yeah.
But so, I mean, do you want to describe the rest of the ending, or
no? I mean,
because basically, I'm just gonna ask like, what's the deal with that whole like last 10 minutes? Because like, is he like dead, and that's like him in the afterlife?
I don't know.
I think when those cops were pulling him on that chain or whatever, remember they tied him to the back of the squad,
right?
And they pull him. I think like something broke,
right?
And that remember because he was scuffed up when he was taking the car from these people.
Yes.
So I think he escaped somehow and got into there, and then because he was escaping, that's why the cops were pretty much on the scene right away. What I thought was hilarious was so he gets out of the car. It's like in a dreamscape, like you said.
It's super foggy. The lighting is weird. And
So he's standing. He's maybe a few feet away from the car. He looks at them, looks at the cops, raises his gun, and then the cops shoot the car.
Right. That was weird.
So they, instead of shooting him, they shoot the car, kill the old couple in the car, and then they shoot him. I'm like, this is really strange.
Yeah.
Because all the guns are trained on him.
Yeah.
So I didn't understand why.
Because they didn't even take... Because, originally he's by the car. But then I thought he takes a few steps away from the car.
He does.
And then, the old couple ends up dying anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was just... I don't know. To me, it's like that whole last 10 minutes when he's doing the voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, it's
just
weird.
weird.
I don't know the voice. It was just... It was so weird.
Yeah, I just didn't get it. Maybe if I knew it was going to be one of these wacky, crazy movies, so I'm like, okay, maybe I will more open mind, but I didn't know. I don't know.
It felt like a Stephen Lynch movie or David
Lynch.
David Lynch.
Yes.
movie. Stephen Lynch. That's a comedian.
Yeah. Isn't he the one with the really somber voice? Stephen Lynch.
No, David Lynch.
No,
Stephen Lynch. Fuck. He's the one who talks about making the mac and cheese.
Oh, is it?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry. He's the one who does the songs.
Oh.
Like Evil Craig.
Okay.
And the Beelzebub song. He's pretty funny.
He's clearly... My last note is he's clearly going to get shot while driving. Oh, because... So... because he basically hijacks the old couple in the car,
right?
And initially, the couple's up front; he's in the back seat.
Yeah.
But then the old guy randomly pulls over. And he's like, I can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
So they switch. Nick Cage goes up front. The couple goes in the back.
Yes.
I was like, oh, the old couple's totally just gonna shoot him, but that didn't happen.
No.
It was weird how he was so polite, Nick Cage, to the couple. He was really nice. You think, oh, they're gonna be fine. And then cops kill him and stuff. It seemed like the Nick Cage, Dafoe, and the other guy were insane. They weren't because I think a lot of the movies Nick Cage has done where he plays maybe a bad guy or something. He's always still has he's a niceness to him almost for some of them, Well, most of them, I should say. This one, he was complete psycho. I think the entire time there was no redeeming qualities for him, and I think. This might be maybe the first Nick Cage movie where he actually is like that. Where else, is he this bad? Because he always likes playing the hero. You know what I mean?
Bad Lieutenant is pretty bad.
What? Yeah. Bad Lieutenant? Yeah.
Where he's the crooked cop. Well, I mean, he's a crooked cop in The Trust as well. I mean, he's still
oh, yeah.
Right,
main,
yeah.
Right.
So, yeah, he's had, but yeah, this might be the worst. But I might not have been, I don't know.
It can happen to you. He's a pretty bad guy.
Yeah, he is. God. Valley Girls.
Man, how
punches Rosie Perez right in the face.
It's crazy.
She deserves it. Yes, okay, Rosie, shut up.
It's so crazy to think that he could be it could happen to you, and then he's in Dog Eat Dog.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
So crazy when you just take a step back, wow,
all over the place.
That's the same career.
Yeah,
I mean, same thing with Willem Dafoe too.
Yeah.
That's all I have.
Same here.
Yeah,
do you have any trivia? Any trivia?
Screenplay by Matthew Wilder is based on Edward Bunker's 1995 novel of the same name.
No relation to Archie Bunker, because he's not a real person.
Paul Schrader, the director.
Can it, meathead?
Oh.
Hey,
what? That's my excited scream.
Archie! Archie! Is it the Jawas that make that noise? Oh, no, it's R2.
Wait,
when he gets electrocuted.
Yep.
Oh, my. That's when C-3PO hits him on the head.
Yeah.
He doesn't move like a person. He's a robot, and he goes like this.
Paul.
Boogaboo. Right? Remember that one? I don't know. I'm just making words. I wanted to feel like I was part of something.
Yes, the old Star Wars character, Boogaboo.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's a character.
Boogaboo, we gotta get out of here. Boogaboo.
You guys don't remember?
Boogaboo, what'd you do?
Yeah, that's what the Emperor said. What?
Tempting.
Boogaboo. I love that guy. The Emperor is the only guy he likes. Bring in Boogaboo, the only one that makes me laugh. That's why the Emperor's always pissed. No one can make him laugh. The only Boogaboo.
Bring in Boogaboo.
Bring in Boogaboo.
I need to laugh. I've had a hard day at work.
It's hard running an empire.
The prostitute gave me syphilis.
I need Boogaboo to make me laugh.
Now pleasure me.
Just electrocute someone.
Oh no, my car battery died out.
He's not Emperor. He's got to jump in AutoZone. Where's your battery?
You'll need some of this 5W20.
Well, thanks, Emperor. I don't have that position anymore. Please don't call me that.
My name is Tad.
Not even Todd. Tad.
Hey, Tad, why don't you fucking rule the fucking stockroom and sweep up, asshole? Someday.
I was once an emperor.
Or the prequel before.
Yeah.
I love Teslas.
I'll show all of you
He doesn't
someday.
even have the sweet robe yet. He just has like a bathrobe that he wears.
With the vest over it, like was an AutoZone member for 3 months, like in a state tag.
Emperor Tad.
Emperor Tad.
Yikes. Paul Schrader, the director, wrote or co-wrote screenplays for 4 of Martin Scorsese's films. Taxi Driver,
Yeah.
Raging Bull,
Yep.
Last Temptation of Christ, which makes sense.
I never saw that.
Not bad. Willem Dafoe.
Oh.
Yes, Christ.
Is he really Christ?
Yeah.
In that movie?
Yeah. Yeah. It's not bad.
Huh.
Yeah, he's like, where's my cocaine? Remember that part?
I just feel like, man, that's a weird, that's a choice.
Yeah.
It's just like, Jesus, like, handsome dude, ripped, abs.
Exactly.
And he's Willem Dafoe. He's like, yeah. He's like fucking like, Tad.
I'm your savior.
Yeah. I can heal you.
I'm good.
No, leprosy, not so bad.
I never saw before. Why should I start now? Yeah, he's Christ. He can finally see. Oh no, please.
Do you feel better? And Bringing Out the Dead.
Oh yeah, Bringing Out the Dead. Which was Nicolas Cage,
Yeah.
Tom Sizemore.
Yeah.
John Goodman?
Yeah. John Candy. John Goodman.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, John
Hey,
Candy.
I'm Oreo. I'm quite the ambulance driver. That's a terrible impression.
Oh, it's fine.
You should have seen the pancakes. I could.
It's like-
toast. You should have seen the toast. I couldn't fit it through the door.
It's like John Candy and Rodney Dangerfield mashup you got going on there. Like,
Don't say that. I hate
And
Rodney
John
Dangerfield.
Lovitz.
and John Lovitz.
why would you?
And Martin Short.
Oh,
Just throwing gotcha hate.
fuck.
Sorry. Oh well. Yeah. I'm gonna save that till later. Shot in only 25 days. The crew was largely comprised of recent film school graduates.
Huh.
I don't like that.
Paul Schrader and
Star
Nicholas.
wipe.
There were a lot of wipes, not star, but wipes. Paul Schrader and Nicolas Cage's third collaboration. The previous 2 were Bringing Out the Dead and Dying of the Light.
Wait.
I said, what was Dying of the Light?
Dying of the light. Rolled up like a douche, red a rubber with the right.
A rubber in the right?
I don't know. You have values, competing diseases. It's in his blood.
That's the one with the fucked up ear, right?
Oh, the CIA one.
Yeah.
Did they choose the most flamboyant makeup guy? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, so good.
Yeah.
We're waiting for Chris to fix the camera.
Roll up like a douche, red a rubber, red a right.
Turn on the light bright. Were there any more?
I'm just gonna ask about box office.
Oh, never mind that. I won't look at the answer. Brand, what do you think the thing?
What do you want beer?
Beer.
No, wait. Oh, wait. No, you're back now. What's the box office?
So,
or no. Cost.
Yeah, budget and box office. So I couldn't find the budget for this movie. But I do know that Cage was paid $100K.
Wow.
Oh, wow. I wouldn't. Yeah, maybe.
Or 100,000.
It's like an NFL kicker.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true.
Well, then also remember that crew was mostly recent
Oh,
film
right,
graduates,
right,
so the
yeah.
budget was low.
Yeah.
What do you think it did at the box office?
Man, it's a weird movie.
10 million.
I was gonna say 7.
Yeah.
69,000.
Wow. Holy moly.
Guacamole.
Yeah. That's
Well,
too
then.
bad.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, we did the trivia. We did the. Oh, and Nicolas Cage was paid $100K, as I said.
Yep.
Paid one of his salary to. Oh, I misread this the first time. Nicolas Cage paid $100K of his salary to Willem Dafoe to convince him to make this movie. So Nicolas Cage must have gotten paid more than $100K.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome. So basically, Willem Dafoe was kind of on the fence, and Nick Cage was like,
Yeah.
"Here, listen, I'll give
Right.
you $100,000 if you
Yeah.
just do this shit show with me."
Yeah. Probably right.
I like that. Yeah.
I like that.
Brand, have I persuaded you to change your opinion of this movie?
I would not watch this by myself, but I would watch this again in a group. So I don't know if that, because we've laughed like a lot. Like I didn't think so, but because of like how funny you can be with people, I would watch it with people.
I kind of agree with that. I'd be curious to watch this with a group,
Yeah.
but I'm still not like.
Yeah, I couldn't do it by
This still
myself.
wouldn't be in my top 5 of like movies I'd recommend.
Right.
Beer?
Very good. Very good. I give this, I'd say a 3.5.
It's a 9%. And you can tell.
Yeah, you definitely could tell. It's good though. Yeah, 3.5.
I agree with the 3.5. Here's the thing. First off, I still recommend the movie. I wish it had more of all these things. Yes.
Because all I'm getting is a little bit of chocolate. I'm not getting any of the chili. I'm not getting any of the cinnamon.
That's the thing, because
Yeah.
that's why that was the main reason I bought this. I'm like, fuck yeah, fucking spicy.
Yeah, I'm not getting any of that.
And none of the cinnamon.
No
really.
cinnamon. I don't know if I'm getting any lactose, but I don't
A
feel-
little bit?
Yeah, no vanilla.
No.
So I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I would rate it like a 3.0, and for that exact reason.
Yeah.
Like, all these things sound amazing, but I don't taste any of
I
them.
probably would have given it a 4 if it had all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Because the base flavor is really good,
Right.
but nothing's added on top of that. So a 3.5, yeah.
Get on it, Solemn Oath. Christopher, recommendation still or no?
I'd still stick with a no.
Oh, that's right. You said in the group.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
but no.
like,
Gotcha.
yeah, I would be open to watching it again, but on the first viewing, it just, like I said, there's something about, I don't know if it's the dialogue, the pacing, just the plot overall.
I think the pacing, I think you're right
yeah,
there.
there's just some like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It feels very much like a rough cut.
Yeah.
Like if they spent more time on it.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I could see that definitely.
Like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like if they just spent more time, even just like with editing, it would have been good.
Yeah.
Like there are good elements.
And it
there.
wasn't a long movie, hour and a half. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. But to me, it's almost felt long because of the way it was. It was just presented.
Top 5.
Top 5. I go Mandy, The Trust, Firebird's Valley Girl, Con Air.
Whoa, hey, you just
Oh, bam,
fucking
boom.
damn, dude. Sorry, I'm pulling up the next movies here.
My top 5
Thank
would
you.
be Mandy, Wicker Man, Vampire's Kiss. That was 3 so far. Trust is good. 4. Drive Angry, maybe?
Okay.
Mandy, Con Air, Wicker Man, The Trust, Dog Eat Dog.
Oh boy.
Wow, that much?
Wow, that much.
I
huh?
liked it that much.
Wow.
What were your favorite things about the movie?
Was it the goofiness, just the randomness of it?
Yeah, that, and then just something about just the interaction between Nick Cage, Willem Dafoe, and Diesel.
That part when they had the ketchup and mustard fight in the hotel room, I did lose it there. I'm like, this is so ridiculously dumb. But I bet you they're just like, do something stupid. Like, I really think it was just do something dumb.
Yeah, there's just, I can't explain it. There's just like, I don't know, there's little hints of weirdness.
Yeah.
Like the whole like Humphrey Bogart talk.
Yeah.
You know, the saxophone showing him wearing the suit. I mean, yeah, there's just like enough stuff to where, and like, I didn't mind the plot, you know?
Yeah.
Like the whole scene of them, like, you know, pretending to be cops and like, you know, it's just so they can find the cocaine stash or whatever. Or, well, they wanted money, but then they found cocaine instead, but it's pretty good. Yeah, it's my top 5. Next time is going to be Army of One, which I'm finally really looking forward to. And then Vengeance, which I don't know anything about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Sweet.
There it is. Here I am.
Ooh, rock you like a hurricane.
Do. Right?
All right. I don't even know what time that was.
Gonna go pee. Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, probably mostly gentlemen, best thing you can do is support us and like us and comment on each specific kind of platform that you can. If you're going to watch us on YouTube, subscribe and like us and comment. If you're going to listen to us, probably listen on YouTube at a Podcast Addict and Stitcher and like, comment, and then we'll see you then. I only got 3 more seconds. Bye-bye.